Okay, let's keep going with my series during Pride Month about why the Bible does not condemn LGBTQ people or relationships. We're going to look at Leviticus 18, which is a whole chapter about a bunch of things you can't do while having sex. But before we talk about that, let's talk about the rules at a pool. If you go to a pool, you usually see a big sign that says, at this pool, do not do these things. No horseplay, no running, no diving, maybe no eating and drinking. And it's important to realize that these rules are for the pool, for a specific place at a particular time. Now imagine you take one of those rules, like no eating and drinking, and you become fixated on it, and you try to apply it to all people at all places everywhere. Your kid picks up a snack and you start yelling at them, hey, don't you remember the sign? No eating or drinking. But Dad, we're home, I'm hungry. It doesn't matter, you got to do what the sign says. That would be a pretty dumb way to live. And something similar happens when people take laws from Leviticus 18 and they misapply them to all situations everywhere. The chapter begins by saying, tell the people of Israel, do not do what the people of Egypt do. Do not do what the people of Canaan do. So from the very beginning, we have a context. We have a set of instructions that have a big heading over them that say, this is what we're talking about, not doing what these particular people at this particular time did. Most of Leviticus 18 deals with incest, and in particular, forced incest, coercive, non-consensual incest. There's a phrase that's used called uncovering the nakedness of, and it often has the connotation of forced sex. And Leviticus 18 says, don't do that. This is something that we agree with. Please don't do that. Then we're given a section that says, do not give any of your children to be offered up to Molech. You will profane the name of God. Molech was a god that people would do child sacrifices to in order to change the weather or change their fortunes. It's only after that verse that we get the line, you shall not sleep with a male as one sleeps with a female. It is an abomination. Now imagine taking that one line and running with it and building a whole theology off of it. Don't eat anywhere. No, that's not what it says. It's talking about don't be like the people of these other nations and don't commit child sacrifices to Molech. And there was one particular reason that people knew about why somebody would have same-sex sex. And that was temple prostitution. It was coerced sex. It was sex in order to try to get the gods to do your will. Now, I don't know about you, but I think that's probably a pretty good thing to live by. Maybe you shouldn't have coerced sex with other people of your same gender in order to get God to do your will. But it absolutely is not condemning loving consensual relationships.